Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. All right, I didn't get to show you guys the dried results of the black and red color split because it was a Lolivefe video type thing. So I'm going to show it to you now. All right, so here is the dried result. All right, so let me back up here and show it to you guys from far away. And now I'll bring you in for a close-up. So there's definitely a lot of shimmer happening in this piece. Now there were a lot of comments, and it was like most of the comments, people loved it, and then there were a few people who said it's not my thing. They didn't like the blue, and I get it. Like, I mean, it's not for everybody, but the red did dry a lot darker, but I love the shimmer in it. There is so much shininess happening. I don't even know if that's a word, shininess, but I'm going to make it a word. So there's so much shiny, and it's not even resined yet. So once this gets resined, it is going to be super pretty. Look at this. Yeah, there's a lot of shimmer in it. And here's the part of the pearl red that's in here, you can see. So it did dry nice and dark. And like I said, there were people who loved it. And then there were people who said, oh, I really like the red and the black, but I don't like the blue, or it would have been nicer with gold and purples. And so, yeah, black with red and gold and purple definitely would be a great color combo. But I will not be doing another black and red piece. This is the only one I'm doing. So if you're a painter, feel free to try it. And let me know how it turns out for you. But this piece is available for purchase for anyone who is interested in this. Let me put this aside here. Super quick. My home workshops here in London, Ontario are currently all sold out. I've got two more workshops coming up, an acrylic pouring one, which is this Saturday actually. And then I have a resin one in July, and that one is sold out. I've had people asking me, so I am going to do another workshop, acrylic pouring workshop, where I teach you guys the Dutch pour on Saturday, August 27th. I believe it's the 27th. So if anyone is interested in attending my workshop here in person in London, Ontario, you can email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com for the information. Calendars. I mentioned it in a few videos. Let me pull this off the wall without peeling the paint off the wall. I will be doing a 2023 calendar. For anyone who's interested in doing a pre-order and like to order in advance for calendars, you can email me. Again, just email me and I will have them available in a couple of months. Since it's 2023, there's no rush, right? You get 12 prints, essentially. When the calendar year is over, you will have 12 prints left over that you could potentially put in a frame. Look, this one's one of my favorites, that you could potentially put in a frame and hang up on your wall. So along with a yearly calendar, you get 12 prints as well. So if anyone is interested in calendars, they are $50 Canadian plus shipping. So if you're interested in a calendar, let me know. And the last thing I want to say super quick is the Fluid Art Creative Escape workshop in Naples, Florida. I cannot believe it is like, I'm going to be on a plane in 2.5 weeks. I'm super excited. I'm super stressed because I have a lot to do before I actually head off to Florida. I got to finish up a lot of things here in the studio, get any last minute client stuff sent out. It's crazy. I'm super busy. And it's 2.5 weeks. I'll be on a plane in 2.5 weeks. We do have some spots available due to some last minute cancellations. We were sold out, and then we had a few people cancel due to unforeseen circumstances and some family issues or whatnot. So we do have some spots available. So if you are interested in attending and want information, it is a workshop in Naples, Florida with myself and Tammy Anderson. We will be teaching you guys 2 techniques. I'll be teaching the Dutch pour. Tammy will be teaching the bloom technique, okay? Classes have been extended to 4 hours. We originally had decided on 3 hours, and we talked about it, Tammy and I, and we are extending it to 4 hours and maybe a little more, who knows? But 4-hour class, and you are going to learn all kinds of stuff, and you get to take home a lovely goodie bag with all kinds of nice goodies from all our sponsors, Lolivefe, Amsterdam, Pebeo, like all kinds of goodies are going to be given away, and there's going to be a prize to be won in every class. So if you are interested in information and taking up one of these now open spots, you can email us at fluidartescape@gmail.com for all the info and details. All right, so in my black and red painting, I had asked you guys what color splits you wanted to see, and there were some great ideas and a lot of color palettes thrown out there. Some of them I looked at them and I'm like, I don't know about that one. But there was one that stuck out a lot that a lot of people kept commenting on and saying this is the color split they wanted to see. So today I am going to be working on a black purple color split. So it was, I can't believe how many people mentioned black and purple, do black and purple, black and purple. All right, so I'm going to do black and purple. I'm going to get myself set up and we're going to get started. Be right back. All right, everybody. So I am working on a 12 by 36 inch canvas. I only have 2 left. So after that, I'm going to have to choose a completely different size. I have cleared out Michael's of their 12 by 36 inch canvases twice now. So I'm going to have to start using something else. But in the meantime, 12 by 36 inch canvas. Now, the color split colors I'm going to be using this is Ultramarine Violet Light. Okay, so Ultramarine Violet Light with, pardon me, I forgot to get it. Now, I did mix it with a little bit of white to lighten it up a bit. So I did mix this with my titanium white by Amsterdam. So I've got that, and I ended up with this really nice lilac purple, super pretty purple. So you can see it's a little bit, this one's a little darker. Hold on. Can't really tell from the bottle. There you go. Now you can tell. So you can see this one is a lot darker. So I did add some white. So, you know, just lighten it up to the, shade that you want it to be. All right. So that is my one base. And then my other part, my split, is my Oxide Black by Amsterdam. Yeah, that, I was looking at this and I'm like, wait a second. I'm not doing a white split. Why do I even have this on the table? I don't even need it on the table. I was thinking I was doing a white color split. My brain's not working. All right, so purple and black. That is my color split. So that is my base. I don't even know why I pulled out the white. I'm losing it. And the colors I'm going to use, so a lot of people said black and purple, and then said, purples with gold, and then green. So purple and green always looks super nice together. And when you add some gold into it, it is perfection. So the colors, and I'm using a lot of colors today. The colors I'm using, Pearl Green by Amsterdam. I literally threw this one in last second, like 5 minutes ago. And I've got Olive Green Deep by Amsterdam. Then, of course, 24 Karat Gold by DecoArt. Then I have Pearl Royal Purple by Arteza. Then Pearl Violet by Amsterdam. So I've got the Pearl Green and the Pearl Violet. Because I'm doing this on darker base, especially the black, these pearls are going to shimmer really nicely against the black. Then I have Pearl Cactus Green by Arteza. And then topping it off, the Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam, because I really think this dark, rich purple is going to look so pretty against that. So those are my colors. And then here's my base. I feel like I don't even like, that's my base. So those are my colors, and I really think that this is gonna look super pretty with these. So I shall put these back in the order I had them. Now it is a lot of colors, it's 7 colors, but I don't really consider these ones colors. I should, but I don't. So that's 7 colors. All right, so I am going to flood my canvas and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, the canvas is flooded, so let's get started here. So I'm going to start off with the pearl green here. And I'm hoping this is, I have a feeling this one's gonna turn out pretty. At least I hope so. Because greens and purples always look super nice together. And then of course, purple and gold also looks very nice. So I've been doing all those color splits with a white base, and now I've done 2 with a black base. They're not all always going to be black base. I might do, someone mentioned, a few people mentioned like a brown with a like turquoise or like a sky blue, like a brown and a blue. I got brown and pink. I had a few people mention like a metallic base. The problem with a metallic base is because of the metallic in it, the base does not dry smooth like this. It ends up having spots in it, like metallic spots, so it doesn't dry very nicely. Now, some people don't care about those spots. I don't know. I've tried a metallic base before, and when it dries, it does leave like a patchy look to it. So that's why I'm not a fan of using a metallic as a base. That's why I don't do it. All right, last color, my favorite one of all. That's a lot of paint on here, so this should be interesting. All right, I don't even have my hair dryer plugged in. Let me pop these bubbles. I forgot to plug in my hair dryer. I have so much going on. I'm trying to do so many things before I leave for my trip. So many things to do. All right, plugged in. Let's just get right to it. Let's get started. I love it. I love this. Okay, I'm super duper excited. This is so nice. Okay. You all know my favorite color is blue, followed by purple and turquoise and that kind of sense. I'm not much of a green fan like I am with red. Like, I like green more than red, but the green in here is so nice. It works so well. Oh, I am so happy with this piece. I am completely ecstatic with this piece. Wow. I don't even want to touch anything. There's like, even this part blew out really nicely. Now, let me just say something super duper quick. When you're doing this technique and you're using your hair dryer, there are so many important factors that you need to try to remember when you're actually blowing things out. One is the way you hold the hair dryer. Now, if you notice, I always hold it upside down. I never hold it this way. You just don't get the angle right, and it's just awkward to hold it this way, knowing that the bottom, this part here, is so close to the bottom, like to actually touching your canvas. The last thing you want to do is hit that. So I always hold it upright like this, or upside down, I mean, like this. And there's always at an angle, never straight down like this, never exactly like a, you know, straight 90-degree angle. No, none of that. I think it's like, I'm stuck at math, but it's like a 45-degree angle. The other thing you really, really need to concentrate on is taking your time. Blow one petal, stop for a second, think about where you're gonna aim and hit the next puddle and where you're gonna blow it out. I have seen some people on YouTube and they just do this. That's how I used to be like 3 years ago, until I learned that that was like the dumbest thing ever, and you need to slow it down and take your time. And do you also notice that I switch hands too? I am a right-hander, not a left-hander, but it is so important to switch hands. You need to learn to use both hands, because blowing this way is one thing. Yes, that's fine. But what am I doing coming this way? I might as well just break my arm and go this way. Like you can't really aim properly and direct where you want it to go when you're twisting your arm backwards and doing this. I've seen this on YouTube as well with other people. And hey, to each their own. I am not knocking anyone. You know, if that's how you're comfortable doing it, so be it. But you don't get the greatest results when you do things like that. You got to switch your hands, and you have to learn to use your other hand. My hand is perfect this way. It's not bendy. I'm not Gumby, okay? There's no Gumby here. So learn to switch hands as you are going, okay? And do it slowly. It's not a race. Your paint's not going to dry on you. No one's chasing you. So just take your time. So it's amazing when I see, and I don't really watch a lot of other YouTube videos because I just don't have the time. But there are a few that I have seen, and my mouth drops. And I'm like, holy cow, like super fast, no concentration on where you're blowing. And then another thing too is when you're blowing your paints, try and aim the hairdryer on the colored paint. Do not, if I were to hit it right here where it's all black negative space, guess what's going to happen? The black paint is going to overlap onto the colors, and you're going to end up with black muddy mess, or even white. Let's say it was a white base. You'll end up blowing the white over the colors, and then you've lost the vibrancy of your colors. So the key is to aim where your actual colored paint is. Try not to grab part of your base color and bring it in with you. Try to avoid aiming the hairdryer where the base paint is. You want to aim where the colors are. That's what you want to do. So these are some things that I teach in my class here in my studio, and you know, my students find it unbelievably helpful, and they have that aha moment of, I never even thought of that. But yeah, so keep that in mind. I hope that actually helped. I've mentioned that before in a long, videos long ago, but I thought it was important to mention it again, because I just see people even on Instagram, like it pops up in my feed, and people are just like, and then like backwards like this, like you're, bendy and Gumby. We're not in Cirque du Soleil. We're not, what are those people called who can bend every way backwards? But anywho, yeah, so that was my, tip for you today. Now, I'm not touching anything, and this is nicely expanding as I'm talking. I'm not touching anything, so I'm literally going to fix my edges and bring you guys in for a close-up. Be right back. All right, everybody. So before I show you guys this beautiful close-up, don't forget to take your stick, scrape those drips, okay, all the way across, all four sides. Come back to it about 10 minutes later, do it again, and then 10 minutes after that, come back and do it a third time, and you should be good. If you come back after the third time and there's still some serious dripping happening, then that means your canvas is not level, which is going to be a really bad thing. All right, so look at it. You know, this is one of my favorite pieces, and I'm not even a green fan, but this is beautiness. I'm really happy with this piece. So to everybody who, you know, commented and said, do black and purple with, you know, purples and greens and gold. Thank you to everyone for your suggestions. There was just too many people to name, but that doesn't mean I don't want more suggestions. So I'd like to know what other color combos you can think of that might look really nice. Or just put me out of my comfort zone, just like I did with the black and red. So like I said, people mentioned brown and blue or brown and a baby pink. Ooh, brown and baby pink would actually look good. Now that I'm thinking about that, I might do that. So put your suggestions in the comments below. Let's turn off the lights and check out the shimmer. All right, so it's nice and dark in the studio because it's a dark, cloudy, rainy day. So I love gold in paintings. I love gold in my paintings. Nothing else though. I don't like it in my jewelry or anything like that. But in my paintings, I love it. And look, there's going to be some beautiful shimmer from that pearl green and that pearl violet. See, if I go too close, it messes with my colors. But the pearl green and the pearl violet. So like right here where you see the white outline, that is the pearl green outline. So when that dries, that's going to shimmer. Look at this. Oh, I love this piece. This is super pretty. Super duper pretty. And I didn't overdo it on the gold. I did not squeeze too hard. If you pay attention to the video, I was very careful with how much gold I put because I didn't want it to take over. So again, here you'll see some of the white, and that's the pearl by Amsterdam. So there it is. So there you have it, everybody. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. It is available for purchase, and I have a feeling it might get snagged up pretty quick. Well, at least I hope so, or I think so, because this is one of my favorites, and I really, really like this color palette a lot. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Let me know what other color ideas you've got in the comments below. Don't forget, if you want info on my home workshop here in London, Ontario, email me, kanellaciraco@gmail.com. If you want info for the Naples, Florida workshop, my camera was not in focus, sorry. Naples, a few spots left, and it's only about 2.5 weeks away. So yeah, it's July 9th and 10th. So email us, fluidartescape@gmail.com. That is it for me, everybody. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.